just have to hope that it's actually filming my face. Hey, my name is Jane and I am a mom of two. I live in Montreal, I work in Montreal, I'm a graphic designer by trade, and yeah, welcome to my YouTube channel. Why am I starting a YouTube channel at 37 years old? I don't know. It's so late in the game. I don't know why. I'm not looking to make money over this. I'm not. I have a profession, I have a career, I'm quite stable in my life. So I think that's why I'm starting a YouTube channel. I'm hoping that, by just sharing my stories and sharing my process and my challenges and my victories, that it's going to help some young girl out there. Because I would consider myself always on the cusp of being a girl and a woman. It's probably going to be like that till I'm 70. But there are days where I feel ultra confident and I really know what I want. And then there are days where I just I feel like a little girl and I feel very vulnerable in the world and I'm scared to try things. And I think I don't know if that's what all women feel like, but that's what it feels like for me. That's what it feels like being a woman to me. I have to check again if it's actually recording. So my channel, I don't really want to talk too much about being a mommy because I think that there's enough mommy videos online. I don't really think that I have the expertise to share my experience there. I mean, I can sometimes because life is really hectic having a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, but I'm so it's so part of my life every 5 minutes that I just would have a hard time talking about my experience being a mom when I'm still in the trenches. So maybe it'd be something that's easier to talk about when I'm retired and my kids are grown and I can really actually process what it was going through motherhood, Otherwise, I try my best every day to appreciate it because I know that parents who have kids that are older now will say it goes so fast. Enjoy the time that you have now while they're little because it doesn't last very long. And there are days that I complain about how tired and exhausted I am, but then it's why am I going to complain about the life that I wished for, that I dreamed for? It's still recording. I don't know what happened because I was recording and I was doing the same thing, just sitting talking, and then I look over after 5 minutes and the camera is shut off. So I don't know if this camera just automatically shuts off. I don't know. So I think that I just need to keep checking to make sure that it doesn't. This is the first YouTube video, whatever problem, it's not really a problem, but that you run into, you don't actually film with a proper camera. But I also don't have a microphone, so I'm sorry my audio is shit, but I promise that I'll fix that for the next video. I don't really want to zone in too much on just one topic for this video. I'm really just here to introduce myself to whoever wants to subscribe to me, whoever wants to listen, whoever doesn't want to listen, and whoever doesn't want to subscribe to me, whatever. I'm just here to say hey. Otherwise, I do want to make another video that specifically focuses on graphic design professionalism and what it was going to graphic design school later as a mature student and what it took to land my first job as a graphic designer, my first real job with a salary and everything, full time. And now I've done the full year, so I can really I feel like I can really talk about my process and my experience and what it was like and how hard it was, but how easy it was in some ways, but also just tips and tricks for anyone out there who is looking to go to graphic design school and is really nervous about landing their first job out of school, because for sure it's super nerve-wracking. And I actually pivoted careers because I went to nursing school first. Yes, super random. I thought I was going to be a nurse and then I really didn't like it and realized I'm a creative. I am a creative through and through and I want to make my life all about creativity. So I ended up pursuing my dreams of being a creative professional, and here I am. And now I can actually share my experience. I don't even know, I guess personal finance would be a big thing that's like changed my life, being in like now my late 30s. But I'm not going to talk about that too much because I'm not a practical person. Still filming. Yeah, I'm not a practical person, and I'll be honest about that. So I don't really want to talk about things that I don't know. I can't even tell you if I'm like actually sitting 2 to 4 feet away from the camera, because when I looked up on the internet, it was like, if you're going to film your first YouTube video, sit 2 to 4 feet away. I'm like, I don't even know what that measurement is. I can get a tape measure, but like when I have to like measure things for work and stuff like that for like print, I'm so bad at math. Like, it's actually embarrassing how bad I am at math. I don't even know how I got into nursing school. Like, I definitely I worked my ass off trying to like learn math when I was taking like chemistry and biology, or taking like doing drug math. But like, it's a good thing. It's actually a good thing I'm not a nurse, because like, I don't want to like hurt somebody because I don't know how to freaking calculate. So anyway, like, yeah, not going to cover too much about personal finance or anything like math really, but I'm not the most practical person, but I will give my experience on what it's like learning how to be practical and organized as a person who's not, or like learning how to be confident in life as a person who's not confident. And a lot of things that I just did later in my life as an adult, because I didn't have the presence of my parents. They passed a few years ago, so I was still quite young when they passed away, and my parents were both sick, so they weren't present really. So I didn't have like access to a lot of things that like people had growing up. I also grew up like super poor. So I just like, for example, did a lot of things that maybe like children would have done, but like I did as an adult. Like, for example, I had braces, right? I got braces as an adult. And then I went to school as an adult, like a mature student. Sorry, I'm checking again. It hasn't turned off. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know why it shut off in the last time I was recording. Anyway, I feel like it's a better video anyway. But on the lighter like side of things, I really love fashion, makeup, beauty. I know that's also a super saturated thing. Tons of content there on YouTube, but I really like talking about petite fashion, because it's like really hard for a 4'11" girl to find good like articles of clothing and fashion accessories for like a really short girl. So I do want to do some like hauls. So I want to make some videos about that. I really love to travel, so would love to put together some like beautiful videos on travel. And I don't know, maybe some more graphic design stuff. I don't really think I'm going to be like doing tutorials. Like I said, I'm not like an expert. I'm not like a top tier level graphic designer, so I'm not going to be I'm not going to be an illustrator showing you how I like do my logo, because I still freelance I'm still a visual branding specialist, and I still freelance along with my full-time job, but I don't think I'm going to be giving tutorials. That's also like really practical. Like I said, I'm trying to stay away from like doing any practical stuff. Yeah, I always wanted to like do mukbangs too, because I love mukbangs. Mukbang? Is it mukbang or mukbang? I feel like mukbang sounds like it's right, because I guess it's like an Asian word. Is it an Asian word? I should know because I'm Asian, but I like mukbang. But yeah, I will be doing some of those too, because I love to watch people eating, and my husband thinks it's super weird. But like, I don't know, I love it. Actually, it really helps me, like when I'm trying to eat well too, or when I'm like trying to like not overeat. I like will watch. I mean, I guess there's tons of people that can relate, like watching people eating because you're hungry, and it like helps you not eat. Like, what is the psychology behind that? It's so weird that like it actually works. Like, I'm serious. Okay, so I don't really have anything else to say. I have to think about what else I'm going to talk about in my next video, what I'm going to do in the next video. But like, I just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the few minutes that you had to actually like watch and listen to me. And I'm sorry if it was not interesting. And I'm grateful if you did find it interesting. Otherwise, like, thanks. It would be great if you could subscribe and join me on the next videos. So yeah, thank you. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.